In 1917, and Ilya raised this very important question about the end of those museums, the fate of these museums after the end of ideology, because Russia is covered with these revolutionary museums. And what do you do with these museums today when the ideology of revolution in a way came to an end? So we are in different contexts here, but yet there are certain parallels also about certain end of certain ethnographical discourse and about the mechanisms of perception of the land and landscape and the view, and I guess that was somehow the starting point yeah, for your work. So tell us maybe what is this robot performing?
Yeah, thank you, Joanna. Basically, when you're making some artwork, you're kind of puzzling different things, try to make something maybe intuitively, but the same way you have a kind of research, you have this kind of background, and the starting point was actually this house, just the place. It really impressed me much when I first got here, and it appeared for me and still appears as a kind of ready-made installation, like a ready-made, I don't know, Kabakov or Mike Nelson or somebody, the place that does not need maybe any artist's intervention. So maybe a bit of Edward Pinholt's actually I need maybe something like that kind of nowadays thing. And it's actually puts the question of our conventions about museums and art and everyday life, because this is actually everyday life pieces from late 18th century. This furniture, a lot of including children toys, so it's real. At the same time, it's museum now. At the same time, it's art form. So it totally depends on our kind of convention, how we consider this. And the second thing was that I learned something about background of this house. The real estate was purchased by aristocratic family, Swedish aristocratic family, with a French surname Delamille. And at the very year of the French Revolution of 1789. So my first idea was like a presupposition that they perhaps escaped from revolution. And also, what is really interesting and crucial for the period, that it was like a period of Francophilia, and it's like a revolution was a kind of like a melody on the background every time, you know. And also it was only 20 years before Finland had become a part of Russian Empire as well. So it's really like a place and a time on the age. Perhaps my work is a bit more time or history specific than science specific. But can you follow me?
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, my English, maybe my accent. And another thing is, so it totally rooted in this context of modernity, of invention of a concept of nation. I mean, this place, it's as if it's speaking of these things like very, you know, softly, like. And another thing is landscape. You know, there is one theorist, very interesting, W.J.T. Mitchell, who said that who would prefer to consider landscape not as a noun but as a verb, because landscape is not something not an object we are looking at, but it's more tool. But do you collect something? Do you collect something?
Yes.